Hi, good evening. My name is Michael Godoy. Um, this is my presentation for healthcare ethics. My topic is human cloning in regards to organ harvesting, and my position upon this topic has changed from against for it. And reasons being, I see much more benefits now that I've done the research. And I'm just going to give you a little bit of background on cloning itself. So, I think there's a misconception about cloning, how it's been around for only rough 40, 50 years. But the first experiment dates back to 1885 with sea urchins. So a lot of people don't really know that. And this process of what they did, um, they took two sea urchin embryos, and each embryo grew independently, allowing itself to be self-sustainable. And before Dolly the lamb, there was the first mammal to be created or cloned, I should say. This was in 1984, where they used nuclear transfer on the cells themselves in order for them to be raised inside of a surrogate, and eventually giving birth to three healthy lambs. Then the next notable experiment was with Dolly the sheep, and this was in 1996, where they took the nucleus of the lamb. They took the nucleus of a lamb cell and the egg of a donor, and the process of what they did, it resets the genetic coding of the actual egg itself, or the cell, I should say, that came from the donor. And the reason they did this was to allow the traits or the cell to reset, so to say, and rather it be already at a full grown cell. The process resets it, allowing it to start from birth, so to say. And this process gave way to the actual clone, Dolly the sheep. So this leads us to two questions: where does this lead society, and with this information at hand, how do we use it effectively? As we know, there's more than enough people on the wait list for donor organs, and to truth be told, a lot of those people won't see an organ, unfortunately. And these are just some of the statistics. As you can see 40%. It's divided through ethnicities. So 40% of Caucasians is the majority of people that are waiting on the list. 28 following behind with African Americans. The most sought after organ is going to be the kidney. There's much more demand for those than any other organ, by a widespread. And as you can see, there's over 113,000 people on the national waiting list, and every 10 minutes another person is added onto the waiting list. The way this would work, if they do ever, it has not been successful by any means. But the hypotheses and what they've been studying is this is how it would work. Same way as Dolly the lamb. There's going to be a human egg donor. The donor's nucleus is removed, and they're fused together with the egg, with the actual cell or the embryo of the egg, allowing them to fuse together and be implanted into a surrogate, allowing it to nurture and become an infant. This is my works cited page. Just to wrap it up a little bit, the problems that there are with cloning that I was able to find was it does take a mass amount of women eggs to even start trials, or to allow this experiment to even be processed. It's very hard. It's by chance. A lot of the people that actually try it, it's not successful. But there's no federal laws in the United States restricting experimentation with cloning. The ethical issues that are brought up with this are most definitely divine command theory, natural law, autonomy. Most definitely autonomy is violated by creating a human body without life, and just using it for the organs to be harvested. And for the arguments for human cloning is going to be beneficence and non-maleficence. Obviously, stopping the pain or the suffering of the people on the waiting list, which would be a really big help. Beneficence, causing benefits for them, and if you look at it through a utilitarian point of view, it would cause more good than bad, by allowing the physicians to harvest many organs at one time rather than waiting on the list to get one at a time. And by actually human cloning, I feel like we would be able to cut down the list significantly rather than the way that we're used to. If there are any questions, feel free to ask me. This is my presentation. Here's my works cited page. Thank you very much.